Welcome to Canterbury Cast, the podcast where you'll find sermons, conversations, and all things Canterbury UMC. We're glad you're here.
Welcome to today's episode of Canterbury Cast, where we share real stories of faith, connection, and transformation. Today we're learning the story of two women whose friendship began with two simple things: a letter and a journal. I'm your host, Haley Smith, and thank you for joining us. Our special guests are Carol Dickinson, a member of Canterbury, and her good friend, Rebekah Wheelis. Also, today is my sidekick, Rachel Estes, Canterbury UMC's Director of Outreach. Thank you so much for all being here today. Rachel,
you're welcome.
Get us started.
Yeah, this is a story that makes my smile just go from ear to ear. So the way I tell this story and share this story is that we have a book club that goes to Birmingham Work Release, and we have a great book club, and Rebekah was a member of our book club, and I was sharing with them about our Books to Prisons ministry and invited the ladies to write in and ask for a book or ask for something that they wanted, and she wrote in, and I think that Carol received that letter, and she asked for a devotional and a journal. And Carol, with those two things, wrote back a note of encouragement and love and light to Rebekah. And after that time, Rebekah received that note. She wrote to Carol, and Carol wrote to Rebekah, and they kept up just light and love, sending back and forth between Birmingham Work Release and Canterbury. Well, Rebekah got released in December of 2024 and let us know that she was going to be at Lovelady. And sometime around March, Carol and Heather and I decided we would take her a tea party. And so we packed up our china and our little tea sandwiches and some tea and went to go visit Rebekah, but we had forgotten to tell her that Carol was coming with us. Mm-hmm. So Heather and I show up and we give Rebekah our hugs, but when Carol and Rebekah saw each other, they fell into each other's arms and everybody started crying, and it was the most glorious moment. Well, then the story continues because we're having tea, and I said, Rebekah, tell me about what a day at Lovelady looks like. And she says, well, when I was first here, I was working with the 1-year-olds, and I liked it okay, but I kept going by the dental clinic, and I'd say, hey, y'all need any help in there? And they would say, not today, but thanks. Until one day somebody said, hey, we could use you in the dental clinic. And meanwhile, my jaw is dropped because Kevin Alexander has been talking to me about the dental clinic at Lovelady Center for about 8 years now. And so I'm going, what are you talking about? You are working in the dental clinic at Lovelady. And so Rebekah, we said, can you take us down there? So she shows us this amazing dental clinic where she is training to be a dental hygienist. Well,
dental assistant.
Oh, sorry, dental assistant. Yes. Dental assistant, where she's training to be a dental assistant and also just rock star dental person. Okay, so we do the tour, and then we come up, and we are just all giddy with excitement about each other, and we got invited back to be her special guests at her graduation, and so we cried through a graduation ceremony with her and just felt like we were her biggest hype girls ever. And I will say that one of the little just dots on this part of the story is that about 3 months ago, then I got a call from Rebekah, who now has a job in the dental clinic at the Foundry. And she said, Rachel, I'm now in charge of scheduling our mobile dental bus. And I know that you work with a lot of ministries, and I want to know how our mobile bus can come and help the people that you serve. And so it was a full story of just amazing grace and light and how our lives connected. So that's how I tell the story. And so I want to hear y'all fill in what did I leave out, or what else?
Did a pretty good job of covering it.
She did. Rachel, I did receive the letter. I had started working, volunteering at Books to Prison because I had been drawn to that program from a previous experience of high school students that I worked with that was incarcerated. And he and we were pen pals. So I had just very little experience of writing to someone Unfortunately, I didn't send books. I think I sent him like a subscription to the Upper Room or something. But so I was interested. So they were just getting Books to Prison really off the ground. So I started writing, and I received this sweet girl's letter. And I like to say that it was God and Rachel. And you put those two together, and we don't know what kind of good stuff is going to happen. So I got the journal and the devotion book and sent it to Rebekah. And I think what touched my heart from the very beginning is in the letter. She didn't want a journal just for herself. She wanted that journal for her estranged daughter. Now here she is in Birmingham work release and got a lot on her mind, but she's concerned with family. She's concerned with her daughter. So my mama heart immediately went to this lady. So that's how it all got started. It was a journal. It was an object. It was a connection. It was an opportunity that I think God gave us. And we'll talk more about what developed from that opportunity. So it gives me chills to think about it.
And, you know, I gave that journal to her yesterday.
Oh, my
Did
word.
you?
I gave it to her yesterday. I kept forgetting to give it to her. And I think there was a reason for that. I think the timing wasn't right for her to have it and read it. But I think yesterday I gave it to her, and I think the timing is perfect. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I learned how humble and how caring and how sensitive that Rebekah was. And that was the beginning.
That's awesome.
So sweet to me.
So share about some of those moments when you first got the journal, or how.
Well, I remember I got the journal, and your letter was just, I don't remember really what it was about your letter, but it was so sweet and so caring and so kind. I said, I've got to write her back and tell her thank you. And then we just kept writing back and forth and back and forth. And every holiday, every Easter, every Christmas, every birthday, she would send me a card or a letter. And, you know, that is the only thing I ever got from anybody while I was there.
Wow.
Is
Oh my
what you
gosh,
sent. And so it meant a lot to me.
Yeah. Well, I do know from Books to Prison that one of the most important part to Book to Prison, besides sending a book to someone, is we write a note. And Rachel and people have been working in this much longer than me, had said that oftentimes these, the incarcerated, they don't have family anymore. And they're kind of just forgotten about. And the note is what was so important, along with the book. So
The note was the most important.
But the note, and you can't give false hope, but you can share God's love and be encouraging and show grace and hope. And that's just what I did, because her feedback, I'd never seen her, but I knew from her feedback that this was a woman she was going to be okay eventually with God, because she had God in her heart. You did.
Yes, still do.
You still do.
Still do.
Yeah.
Do you remember the book that you sent me for my birthday?
Is it the Cape?
The
No, Rebecca, I can't remember which one I
A
said.
Breath is a Prayer.
Oh, a breath is. Oh, yes, and I do that.
Yes, yes. And it was the sweetest thing, because we couldn't have hardback books. And so when I got it, she had taken the hardcover off, made a copy of it, and then reattached the paper copy to the book. And I just the thought that you put into that meant so much to me. I mean, you'll never know how much that meant to me.
Well,
And I read that book every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah.
Sometimes it's the simple things that
It is always the simple things.
are the right things.
Yes.
The true things.
Mm-hmm.
Rebekah,
right.
talk about, you graduated on June 5th
I
from Lovelady.
graduated on June 6th.
On June 6th, sorry.
And I started working at Foundry Dental
Okay.
on June 9th. And I love where I work. I love the people I work with. I love the people I work for. I do the dental bus. We're going about every other week to Lovelady. I go tomorrow.
Fantastic.
And we help we're doing more than kids now. We do adults as well. We're also going to Teen Challenge. And we are about to start going to Turning Point.
Okay.
So it's very cool to watch it grow
I bet.
from not much of anything to actually, having places that we can go and, help people who can't get health care. We're trying to get like nursing homes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
People who can't get out or get there themselves, and we'll come to them. Yeah.
So
So
amazing.
it's really cool.
So great. What a great ministry. When you were at Birmingham Work Release, what made you come to the book club?
You and the snacks.
Oh, the snacks. Yeah, I believe it.
Speaking of snacks,
Yes.
when you and Heather invited me to go to Lovelady to meet you, I wasn't really nervous. I was excited. And when I get either nervous or worried or excited, I bake.
Okay.
That's
I
right.
baked my husband's favorite cookies
I remember that.
to take, just hoping that you would like
Yes,
them.
those cookies were delicious.
And then I didn't know what to expect. In your mind, you might have this picture of some kind of hardened person or something.
Were you scared that I might be a weirdo when you met me in person?
Well, you might have thought the same thing about me.
Wasn't sure.
Yeah, right. The crazy lady that's writing the letters. So, but when we saw each other, look at your face. It was just the sweetest smile and embrace that did last a long time.
I know, I was so.
But
when I
then
seen
when
her-
she shared all she was doing at Lovelady, you were a mentor for other women there.
That's right.
Besides the fabulous job you were doing in the dental clinic. And she showed us around Lovelady with so much pride, and especially the worship center and then the dental clinic. And then we sat in this nice little area, like a little
coffee
cafe
shop.
or
The
the coffee
coffee
shop.
shop.
Yeah. I felt a little bad. We were having our beautiful little picnic with china and, tea, cookies, and, the other people were around. But I don't know. You just had this humbleness, but you had a pride about what you were doing and where you were,
Yeah.
So,
Didn't at first. When I first got there, I hated it.
well, I can understand why. It's not the Taj Mahal.
Yeah. But it's, the people there is what make it. They're amazing, amazing people who work there. The teachers and Miss Melinda, she's incredible. The director, and
She was
and
complimentary of you or whoever greeted us at the receptionist bit. Yeah.
Jael, who runs the dental clinic, and she was a Lovelady too.
That's
and
right.
she pretty much started the dental clinic at Lovelady, and she's going to school to be a dentist now.
Isn't that
wow.
amazing?
Yeah,
I think that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And Jael, so she's the one who facilitates all and directs the clinic at Lovelady and has applied to and gotten into dental school and is headed that
And she's
amazing journey.
awesome.
Yeah.
She really, really is. There's so many amazing people who contribute to that place functioning every day. And I think I love the Lovelady now.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Well, and I shared with Book Club last week about your successes and how well you
Did
were
you?
doing, and they were so proud. They clapped for you. I shared that you were sharing the mobile dental bus, and they said, "Could she please come here?"
We're trying to. We're trying to.
So, but I think that's one thing. We always call on women to lift other women up, and I love hearing that was happening at Lovelady. I've seen you do it in action. I've seen Carol do it in action. I saw the ladies at Book Club just cheer you on, and they were so proud of you. And,
Aw.
I just think that's something that we don't share enough about, sharing everybody.
And you, Rachel, you were, because I wasn't much for doing events when I was at work release. I had my little daily routine that I did every day and did my best to stay out of the way. But you and Heather, and I don't remember the other ones' names, but I remember, of course, you and Heather, but you are just so down to earth and kind. Wow. You weren't coming in there to look down on us. You weren't coming in there to tell us everything we did wrong. You just came. And you were so, I don't know how to explain it. It was just, you were real.
Wow, that's nice to hear. We love book club, and we've got, I don't know, it is a good energy that just the people sitting around that circle of sharing and talking and real vulnerability. And
that's very rare.
I guess it feels real. Okay, that's good to know.
Very
that's
rare.
Good to know. And the snacks.
And the snacks. Yeah. You've got to have the snacks.
It's such a connection.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think about connection. It's like Tinker Toys. If you've ever put them together and they connect, and y'all are holding each other up. And you don't hold each other up if you don't trust and you don't feel a genuineness. And I know what you're talking about with Rachel and with Heather.
Yeah.
But I keep having this picture of things that are connected, and they're connected to hold and to support. And that's what I have seen come out of this situation, with Books to Prison, with Book Club, with Lovelady, with what you're doing with your life.
And the dental bus is how I ended up getting the job at Foundry Dental.
I didn't know that.
The dental bus was coming when I was at Lovelady. And Jael threw up her hands one morning. She was like, I need just one person to handle the bus today. I was like, I'll do it.
It's me.
And that's how I met Caitlin.
Okay.
She's our office manager at Foundry Dental. And she is another awesome person in my life that God has placed in my life. I've never worked for a place where they care about you as much as they do there. Your well-being comes first over, I don't really know how to say this. If you're late, they want to know why and if everything's okay. They're not complaining at you because you're late. If you need a day off to deal with your family or anything personal, they don't tell you, no, we need you here. They ask, what else do you need? And I've never had that.
Wow.
And I'm very, very, very grateful for the people I work with.
It's important.
God just had a hand in that, because after she graduated, I could not go to graduation. I was out of town. So we scheduled another time that I could go and visit you at Lovelady. And you were pondering, this girl, she had two jobs. She had an option. She had options. She had opportunities. She could have stayed. They offered her a position doing the same thing at Lovelady in the dental clinic. And then they offered her the one at the Foundry. And I'm thinking, well, this is a no-brainer. You just stay here at Lovelady and do, Well, she told me she really wanted to do the Lovelady one, and you were not Lovelady, but Foundry, and you were trying to make that decision, and I said, well, how are you going to get out there? And you said, well, there's someone who works out there, that lives out there, and they said they would come to Lovelady and pick me up every day.
That's Andy Brown.
And I said, wow. She said, well, someone did it for her. She told me someone did it for her. So the least she could do was to pay it forward. Now, what wonderful support.
The village that you're building for yourself.
Yeah, and so, she's ended up, Rebekah is a star out at the Foundry now. And
we knew
doing such a great job. And then, tell them about where you live. You might not have wanted this part, but I think this is interesting.
This is great. This is great. Share.
Well, Dr. McCracken, he owns the Foundry. He bought a house, and he rents it to 4 of us that work for him. He rents it to me, to Andy, Miss Donna, who is amazing. She's the cook in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And Liza, she works in the call center at the Foundry. And it's such a nice little house, and it's such a peaceful little house. Yeah.
It's an older home that's been restored and painted and facelift, and it's got all these beautiful things, little details in the house, and they've made it so cozy.
Did you tell her about you bringing me a TV stand? I had my TV on this little bitty. It looked bigger on Walmart.com, okay? And it was just, if you close the door too hard, it might just all come tumbling down. And so she called me and she said, I think I found you a TV stand. I don't know if it's going to work, and it isn't much. And I said, it doesn't matter. The fact that you were out shopping and saw a TV stand and thought of me, and so she came over and got to see the house and everything.
My husband came. We delivered it. And when Andy opened the door,
yes,
Andy's dog flew out the door.
Mako.
It was like
exciting.
It was like mass confusion there for a minute.
Yes, that's usually
she
Andy.
hops in the car and finds her dog, and here they come back, driving up to the house with the dog in the car, and she's driving. So anyway, it's a nice, beautiful home with their pet there.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Love that.
Very, very blessed. God has been very good to me. Absolutely.
Well, you're pouring it forward also and out to us.
This has just been so beautiful to hear. It's just been such a story that's just, it seems like it just unfolds and unfolds and unfolds. And I cannot wait to just kind of see what happens.
Well, there's still something else that's almost like icing on the cake.
What?
Now, she was working at the Foundry and living there. So the transportation didn't become a problem. But let's go back to relationship with her family, which was very important with her. And she didn't have a car to travel to see her family. So I think Rachel knew of an organization. I hope I'm saying it right.
Portraits of Hope.
Portraits of Hope and First Fruits. And they help those who have been incarcerated, women, to obtain a car. So this young lady, Rebekah, had already filled out the application and told me what she was doing. So we'd been praying about it. And in the meantime, talk about connections. And here at Canterbury, you talked about Dr. Alexander. Well, there was someone that I knew that knew the person that was in charge of the program for the cars. And when I called to put in a good word, she told me, oh, yeah, she's already had her interview and she did so well. She's on the waiting list.
So exciting.
Yes.
And guess who has a car now?
Me.
Amazing.
I got my tag today.
Look at that.
It
Look
just
at
keeps
that.
coming.
It
It
does.
just
Yep.
keeps coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's her diligence, it's her faith, it's her belief. Yeah.
Love you.
Love you too.
She talks too good about me sometimes, I feel
She's
like.
a good cheerleader. Everybody needs a good cheerleader. And you got a good hype girl right there next to you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you two just have a beautiful story. Rachel, you did a great thing by connecting. And there's stories
love
of
to
just
weave people together.
connections. And there's so many connections in your story. Just what we talked about today. And I imagine there's even more that we didn't even get to. So I really appreciate you sharing, Rebekah. You're a beautiful person, and I can tell that your friendship with Carol is something that's extremely special. And Carol, I can see the same with you. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
it just highlights what we have, what's here at Canterbury, and how Rachel has all of these outreach programs and connects to the right people. And, God's working through every bit of that through these people. Everyone that's touched her life, the book club people that go so diligently every week.
And it means so much to those girls.
Yeah.
Well, it means so much to us, too. Every time we leave, everybody's like, oh, man, I'm, just doubly blessed again. I mean, it really is true. It is one of those reciprocal. It just feels like we're going to visit, friends at this point. And I don't know. It's a great village to be a part of. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for requesting that journal.
Yes, I know. That's right.
Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening. To learn more about what's going on at Canterbury, follow us on social media or visit our website at canterburyumc.org.